This video is sponsored by Supremacy 1914, The Great War. Choose your favourite nation during World War I and assume the highest office in your desired empire. Balance the production of materials, troops and weaponry with the rare resources your land has to offer. Form alliances with your competitors, do important trade deals, or fight your way through each scenario you are challenged with. This challenging period of history demands valiant leadership. Follow the link in the video description below and download Supremacy 1914 now to get an exclusive starter pack containing 13k gold and 1 month premium account for free that will give you a head start over the opposition. Supremacy 1914 is free to download and play, and when you download the game, it helps support the channel. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points. The Eldar come out to play. They're going up against the Imperial Fists in this battle. It is a league fight here between these two armies, so an important game for both of these factions. Both factions here, it's their first game in the league. We're playing 2 games in the league, adding the points together to give a final score, and then we'll take either the top 16 or the top 8 armies towards the end of the season and go through to the sudden death knockout stage. So, Eldar with ambitions for sure, so too the Imperial Fist. It was the Eldar that made it to the grand final last season, and they were catastrophically defeated by the Black Legion. So Eldar want to go for the crown again, but their first encounter will be against the might of the Imperial Fists. So before I go through the list here for the Eldar, big thank you to everyone that supports us on the Patreon page. There's different tiers that you can choose from. The bronze level, get name in the end credits. Silver level, end credits and shout out at the end of all of our battle reports. And then the gold level Patreons, big thanks to them for their support. They get their name shouted out during the game and the patronic dice to use at some critical point in the battle. You get your name added to this list across here. We call you out during the game. You can let us know what your faction allegiances are, and then we'll try and match your dice roll to the relevant faction and situation. But link for Patreon in the video description below. So for the Eldar, a slight list change here. We'll come to it in just a moment. So in no particular order, we'll go for Jane Zara across here. She'll be bodyguarded by 5 Banshees. The Exarch taking the Executioner option. They'll go inside a Falcon. It's Pulse Laser and Bright Lance and Shuriken Cannon on that. Then taking a Way Leaper, it's a jumping Autarch across here. So Fate's Messenger enhancement being granted to him. The Avatar of Cain across here. I'm sure he'll attract a lot of attention in this game. Wind Rider Jet Bikes, squad of 6, all taking Shuriken Cannons. Shroud Runners, that's the Scout Bikes, Sniper Bikes across here, squad of 3. Shining Spears, a squad of 6. The Exarch taking the Star Lance. Then Wraith Blades, Axes and Shields being taken for them. A Spirit Seer to join them. The Wraith Guard have been dropped in favour of taking a third. We've united the trinity of these together now. So 1, 2, 3 out of the Wraith Lords, all taking the Ghost Glaives, Double Bright Lance, and Shuriken Catapults being taken for each of those. And that's it for the list here. We'll see how they get on. Imperial Fists presenting a lot of firepower, a lot of toughness. See if the Eldar can cut through it. So, a number of people have been asking about Striking Scorpions. I have the models. They're on the painting desk, so they're in a queue, but they're on their way. I really do want to add them to this list here, but we've got to get a move on. We want to get a move on with the league, keep it going. We started early, pushing our way through games, which is really good. We've never really started the league this early, but I want to try and get us through all the factions and maybe introduce some new factions as well. If we can get these games done, then we can push on to new factions as well. So it'll be exciting to see that as the season progresses. So for the league, I'll just point out across here, there's 5 armies already in. Blood Angels are in, played their 2 games. Tyranids are in, Orcs, Black Legion and Admex, they're in. We're going to add in 2 more factions to that, the Eldar and the Imperial Fists. Just noticed actually this is a Kingslayer battle as well. Captain Parmenion is still alive, has survived all the Kingslayer games. He's not been brought down yet, so there's a prize for his head. As for the Eldar, their nominated king was the Avatar of Cain, who was brought down, so there's no Kingslayer available for them. So some of these models have been painted up by Siege Studios to show the Avatar of Cain. Amazing job. You can get in touch with Siege for your own painting commission work. Link for them in the video description below. Then we have Phoenix Lords and Autarchs. That's the top 2 levels of support on channel membership. So Autarchs, they're individual models for our games. Ite Miara, an Eldar player, put him onto the Bodyguards unit here, onto the Wraith Blades. And then Mike James, another Eldar player, put him onto the Exarch model for the Banshees. And the rest of Phoenix Lords, they get whole units. So BPP Wargaming onto the Shining Spears. Amy Almo, as per usual, have put her onto Jane Czar. Lucas Brown onto Bright Star, the Autarch, and then the triple Wraith Lords, Raycross, Nate Miller, and Vagabond. Ben Shaw plays Eldar, put him onto the Spirit Seer. And then finally, Chris Comiskey onto the Avatar of Cain. I know that he's recently painted that model up, so we've allocated him to the Avatar of Cain here for this game. That's the list here for the Eldar. Swift and deadly. As long as they don't get ambushed and caught out here, they can be mowed down quick enough. We'll see how they get on. We'll take a look now and see what the Imperial Fists have in their list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Imperial Fists, Mike Walker in command, a couple of allied units coming in from the Red Scorpions just to bolster the numbers and push them up to 2k. Still working on the Imperial Fists here, there's a number of units to finish off, but the League marches on, so we're going to put them in here at this stage. They're tough enough, we'll see how they get on against this Eldar force. So, Captain in Gravis armor is Captain Parmenion. Indomitable Fury being taken for him so he can get back up again if he's slain. Then we have a regular lieutenant across here. Lieutenant is Lieutenant Cletus. I've taken a lot of these names from Alexander the Great Macedonian history. So he was one of the commanders. And then this is Chaplain Leonatus, regular chaplain on foot. Then we have Chaplain Philotus here, chaplain on bikes, just calling out all the HQs. Then have 2 squads of 10 intercessors being taken, the Hammerfall Bunker, 2 dreadnoughts, 1 regular Redemptor dreadnought taking the Fist and the Macro Plasma Incinerator, and then the Brutalis dreadnought, one of my favourite additions to this Imperial Fist force. The multi-arters being taken, and then the Fists on that as well. Heavy intercessors, full squad of 10. There's 2 heavy bolters in that squad. Squad of 6 eradicators with 2 multi-melters, and then melter rifles on the other 4. We have a quad turret across here, taking the las cannon option. 2 ATVs, 1 standalone ATV, taking the multi-melter option. The other ones can join a squad of outriders, squad of 3. The ATV, and the idea is the chaplain goes with them. And then just to push up the points to get to 2k, because Space Marine points have been dropping, and so there's gaps have opened up in this Imperial Fist army. So we brought in a unit of Inceptors, squad of 3 of those, taking their assault bolters. And again, much of this Imperial Fist army, these models across here, they're beautifully done. The intercessors, the bunker, the 2 dreadnoughts, painted up by Siege Studios, brilliant job from them. So you can check them out for your painting commission work. So then for the Imperial Fists, Phoenix Lords and Autarchs have been allocated. Autarchs individual models, so we put them over onto the Eradicators. It's Ben Harris, Sam Hermes, Casper Kempf, Dylan Moore, and Midnight Miniatures. And then Phoenix Lords, that's whole units. Valhalla Field Marshal Roberts, diehard Imperial Fist player, put him onto the Brutalis Dreadnought for this game. Michael Fryer, another diehard Space Marine player, onto the regular Redemptor Dreadnought. Andrew Swan onto the Chaplain on bike. JP Something Sneaky onto the Inceptors for this game. Long range firepower support for Longbow BB onto the quad turret. Paint Lickers Paint Pot onto the heavy intercessors. And then we'll see if he can survive, and hopefully he does. Here for Kingslayer, it's Mephisto onto the Primaris Captain. Right, so that's both armies here ready to go. Planning to play League battles on YouTube and on YouTube channel membership. So link below for channel membership. Aspect Warrior level is the most popular, unlocks all the extra battle reports and content that we create. So we will now take a look at scenario and deployment for this League battle. Okay, so we have a mission. Supply drop is the primary mission here for this game. Hammer and Anvil for deployment, and then delayed reserves for the mission rule. So Hammer and Anvil are fighting from end to end. Imperial Fists, Eldar chose their deployment, so Imperial Fists are across here, marked by the yellow dice. and then across no man's land, and then over here the orange dice marking the deployment zone for the Eldar. So the armies we're fighting from end to end here in this game. There's 5 objectives on the board. There's a home objective each and 3 in no man's land. Home objective for the Eldar, home objective for the Imperial Fists, and then strung out across here is 3 in no man's land. 1, 2, which is dead center, and then 3, the third one across there. So 5 objectives in total. So for supply drop, at the start of the battle, players randomly select 2 different objective markers in no man's land. The first will be the Alpha objective, the second will be the Omega objective. At the start of turn 4, or battle round 4, the Alpha objective is removed from the battlefield. So one of these no man's land objectives will be removed. The position of these will be determined at the start of the battle, so you're not going to be seen yet. After deployment, as the game gets going, we'll then reveal which will be the Alpha and which will be the Omega objective in no man's land. But armies are going to have to be ready to respond to that, because there's high value for sure for these objective markers. So at the start of the 5th battle round, all objective markers in no man's land apart from the Omega objective are also removed. So basically we'll see the removal towards the end of the game of 2 objectives. 1 will remain, which will be the Omega, and that's going to be worth a lot of points here. So no man's land is the key in this game. In battle rounds 2 and 3, at the end of each command phase, the player's turn scores 5 victory points for each objective marker they control in no man's land. Then turn 4, battle round 4, at the end of each player's command phase, the player's turn scores 8 victory points for each objective marker they control in no man's land. And then the 5th, the final battle round, the player who has the first turn scores 15 victory points at the end of the command phase if they control the objective marker in no man's land. And then the player who has the second turn scores that at the end of their turn if they control the objective marker in no man's land. So you could see, or should see, a real fight for one of these no man's land objectives going right the way through to the end of the game. Could be a big points grab at the end of this battle for whoever controls that no man's land Omega objective. So that's it. And then, as mentioned already, is delayed reserves as the mission rule. For terrain, we're talking about making this one big piece of obscuring terrain, but we're going to go a bit more dynamic on this, so you can play these as ruins. Each of these 4 pieces will be obscuring, and individual obscuring pieces. So we're just going to play by the hard edge of each terrain piece. And so there are gaps running through here for things like dreadnoughts, bikers, and so on can move through these gaps. So it's going to open up this piece of terrain, but still keep the obscuring element. These large pieces of foliage and hills will be obscuring as well. So we're going to have a nice spread of smaller pieces obscuring all around the board, just to add some nice cover to the table. There's tank traps, Munitorum containers, and some barricades and so on scattered across the board as well. So that's terrain, that's the mission. We'll now start alternating place units on the board next. Right, just to mention battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So battle mats from gamemat.eu, 6x4 in size, so we just mark the edge of the table with the foliage across there, but you can get this one, it's called Battleground. You can get it in 60 by 44 inches for regular games of 10th edition. Also featuring brand new terrain set from gamemat.eu as well. It's the Defiled Monastery set, which I've colour adjusted to match in with this battle mat. But you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and also pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. Link below. There's also a discount code that you can use. It's 11% off across the store. Alright, so deployment's done for both sides. A lot of thinking gone into this one here by both of the players. So we'll start with the Eldar first of all. I think it's appropriate going in the graveyard here with the Wraith Blades they've deployed here. Flanked on either side by Wraith Lords and backed up by the Avatar of Cain. So Eldar have a cluster of tough units here getting ready to push forwards in this direction. Sheltering with the softer units. So Wind Riders here on the objective. The Sniper Bikes here on the back line. It's the Shroud Runners on the left-hand side, just tucked into a bit of cover, is the third Wraith Lord. And then on the left-hand side is the Falcon, the Banshees and Janes are inside that. And the Shining Spear is just the right-hand side, trying to make use of cover as best as they can. No reserves for the Eldar. Everything they have is on the board. Bright Star, by the way, is tucked just in the shadows over there. Then for the Imperial Fists, the bunker's got on the left-hand side. Mike trying to find a good field of fire for this thing, just to cover across in this direction. Quad turret to support as well, just tucked in here. Heavy intercessors going on the left-hand side, making use of cover. Potentially, I think they're going to try and push out towards that objective. The lone ATV, just here. Dreadnoughts making use of cover. It's mostly obscured here, just Mike really trying to protect them. Brutalis, the regular Redemptor Dreadnought, just sheltering behind the other ruin. Then 2 large clusters of intercessors. Chaplain leading this unit. Lieutenant Cletus on the home objective across here. Bikers on the flank. Early deployment from them might put them over on this side. Can get ready to move out. There's no man's land objective very close by. Chaplain's gone with those. And then for the Fists, they do have units in reserve. So to flank onto the board will be Captain Parmenion. Mike regularly does this with these. Parmenion's gone with the Eradicators and they'll flank onto the board. And deep striking in as well with the Inceptors. That's deployment done here for both sides. So going first, I don't know on this one. I'm not sure. Moving out first will be put yourself at risk, but then you get the first shots in. I think that's going to apply for both sides. Both armies can kick out some firepower. But when you move out early, the opponent's able to react. So what do you think, Mike? You want to go first or second on this one?
I've set up that I don't mind for either.
Yeah, same here. All right. We'll let the dice decide. Once this game gets going, we'll be able to reveal the Alpha and Omega objectives as well. But Xenos forever. 2, 6. Oh boy. Imperial Fists will go first. Eldar will be glad of the units they've obscured and put in cover, but not all of them. I've got units that can be seen. And I could be able to maneuver some units to perhaps expose more Eldar units as well. So we're going to go on the defensive here with this Eldar force. Space Marines are on the move. We'll go on to turn 1 for them next. So on turn 1 for the Imperial Fists, Mike's about to move. We'll now reveal the Alpha and Omega objectives. So the Alpha objective is that one over there. And then the Omega objective is this one. So basically that means turn 4, that one's going to disappear before anyone can pick up points. Turn 5, the last turn of the game, the central objective will disappear. And this will be the only no man's land objective remaining. This is one that's worth 15 points on turn 5. So expect the game to drift across in this direction, but everything revolves around this objective. So both sides have placed chunks of their army as ready to move out onto their objective. The bunker's very well placed for this game as well, perfect covering position for that objective. So those have been determined. Area denial and attempting target, which I've chosen this one as the objective for Mike to go after. See if we can draw some of his units across over onto this objective early, which he may well take that up here just to get onto that objective early in this game. So as Anvil Siege Force as well is Mike's detachment for the Space Marines. We'll let him make his moves now with his force. And whilst Mike's moving, the story of Strands of Fate. It's already been knocked down to 6 dice, which is a shame. It's already been limited to once per phase as well. Just one hit after another against my beloved Eldar. Rolled 6 dice, not that great a result. I got 1, 6, 1, 4, and then 1s and 2s. So I re-rolled, and then got 2 5s and a 4, I think, and the rest are 1s and 2s. So I re-rolled, and got 2 4s and a 3. It's possibly the worst result ever. So Strands of Fate, not that great in this game. But there's a couple of 4s for like invuln saves and so on. So I've left those as they stand. And that's all we can do. But no 6s on strands, sadly, for this Eldar force in this game. All right, so moving for the Imperial Fists on their first turn. Some units pushing forwards tactically, others holding back here, knowing that the Eldar can move up the board quickly enough. So a bit of adjustment with these. Mike's really trying to push them as far as he can to the left-hand side to bypass this obscuring terrain and get some shots in across here. ATV has burst forwards and has landed itself in that objective. So even if you're destroyed, you're going to fulfill your secondary at least to pick up points for that. This is a league battle. Points are everything in the league here, and obviously in this game as well. Dreadnought was in this corner, has backed up, but it's got itself in a position to shoot down through here. Each individual piece is obscuring, so there are corridors of firepower going through this large ruin. It's advanced with these to grab this objective as well. This is a really good move, so Mike's gone for the early grab with the Intercessor squad, spearheaded by the Chaplain, who doesn't usually last. No. He usually gets taken out quite quick in our games. He is brave, though. He will lead from the front and be the first in and first to die. Yeah, I remember.
Because it's sticky as well. That means then
you can grab it, yeah, and then right, gotcha. Yeah, okay. And then second squad's moved up here. Bikers have held. I thought they go forwards, but Mike's held them back and actually pulled them back a couple of inches as well. He knows the Eldar can. The Banshees across there can disembark, move, advance, Strands of Fate charge, and get them. So he wants to hold them back, keep them out of trouble for now, and then bring them in later on. So it's not all units ploughing forwards here for the Fist, just sending some units in. Mike's just marking up his sticky objectives. So sending some units in, but holding back here, going to use firepower to try and soften up the Eldar from range. So that's movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Yes, Mike's got an order of shooting here because of units that might start disappearing for line of sight. So he's going to go the bunker first of all.
Yeah. Sorry, I never measured up 36.
Yeah, miles in range for 36. That's with the bolters.
Yeah. And I have...
He's going after Wraith blades here.
6.
Okay.
4s.
It's not.
Oh, again the heavy keyword. Yes.
Yeah, it helps the bunker
so
out for the fists. Yeah, so 3s. 6s are pop extras. First roll of the game, and it's all right. 5 hits.
They have been OD'd.
Oh, you overmounted them as well.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 wounds.
Yep, but it's twin linked.
There's 1. And there's 2 more.
Yep.
I think I still get saves of 2 up. 2 up base, cover. Pass them all. Okay.
Yeah, so the Super missile launcher?
Yeah, 2 shots need 3s, I suppose.
Yep.
Oh, oath helps. 3
Strength 10.
3s to wound.
Both wounds. It's only -2, so we'll go to -1.
1 in total, 3 ups. Oh no, please.
Did you feel both of them?
I did.
Oh. It's D6 +1.
Oh no. Don't lose 2 models straight away. D6 +1. Come on, reroll already. It's an early hit, but I'll take it.
Oh. Well, you know how I roll D6s. Many ones that they got each.
They're 3 wounds each.
Yeah, so
just roll a 2 up. Yeah.
1 dead.
1 dead. Oh! Okay, we'll lose 2. Ouch. I'd rather that not have happened, but, whatever. We'll lose these ones here. So 2 gone. I can regenerate 1. It's a slow process. It's off to a good start. That's a good result coming through. Good shooting from that bunker. Well done.
Well, since you removed them 2, I will go on to the heavy intercessors.
Yeah, heavy intercessors to go after the same target. Like says, most of the models can clip past this and onto these.
Yeah, everyone but that one on the very left of me. So
I'll do. That's fine. So he's pre-checked this. So he's laid down his fields of fire already. This is very cold and calculating from the fists.
4, 5.
It's the usual imperial response to Eldar. Shoot them.
It's only because you can regen them. I want to do as much
damage as possible.
Damage as possible, yeah.
This all makes sense so far.
So these will be on 3s.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Reroll it.
Yeah, for the moment, yeah. Right, nice accurate firepower coming through.
Yeah.
5s to win.
5s to win, yeah. Just the 2.
2.
It'll be your 2 ups.
2 ups. Pass those.
Yeah.
Okay.
2, and then the 2 heavy bolters.
Yes.
These will be on 4s.
Yeah, Mike moves. It's 4s. It's good shooting. You're rolling. Really good shooting. And then sustained, yeah. 5s to win again.
5s again.
2 come through. 2 ups. Pass those. All right. It was bad. Could have been worse. 2 brought down. Okay, so let's set firepower down. This advanced, no firepower from this. I can see a sneaky servo turret, but we'll go in the order that Mike's.
That's what's next up, yeah.
Right, servo turret. And who's he going after?
Them as well.
The same. Oh boy, same target. Okay, so moved. You might be on 2s here anyway to start off with.
2s.
All right, 2s. This is the last cannon shots.
2 hits. Strength 10.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. Twin linked.
1 comes through. Twin link. Not bad. 2 come through.
-3.
-3 adds bit of cover. -2 takes you to a 4 up save, 4 up in one save either way round. Oh no. Right. I need these for other things. Oh, they're my unit. I need to paint another squad. I need to paint 5 more. I have a squad of 10. I really have been thinking about it. I've seen squads of 10. They are tough enough. And I could shrug that kind of two off a squad of 10 is not that bad. But if you squad of 5, you lose 2 or 3, you're in trouble. Anyway, we'll turn to Carl Roden for Tyranid Chitin Toughness on the Patreons. 4 up save. Oh, come on. Oh, we've passed. Xenos dice level up here. Okay, so we've blocked those 2 coming through. Oh, right. We could have been in trouble, but Xenos dice to the rescue. Right, everything out of range of the Dreadnought apart from the Macro Plasma Incinerator. Is this a damage 3 weapon?
That is. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's D6.
Okay.
+1. So I want to really go strong.
Sam Hermes. D6 +1.
D6 +1.
Big rollers. Oh, 6.
+1.
7. 7 shots.
6.
Oh, no.
7. And I've only had 2. No, they're not monsters anyway.
Oh, is it there's certain stratagems that Mike can use?
Yeah.
There is a stratagem Mike could have used, which is called
The Bottle Drill Recall. It gives sustained hits.
Ah, nice.
And if it didn't move, sustained hits on 5s.
Right.
Yeah.
God.
So
And that's on anything, like infantry.
just for shooting, yeah. Just says Adeptus Astartes unit.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Whoa. Good one.
I've missed this one, so
Keep it in mind for next time. Oh, it's not bad. I'm thinking the quad turrets, if you've got a larger unit of those.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, there's one on the painting desk, which doesn't mean
this?
anything these days.
So 3s.
Go ahead. Just re-rolling for oath. Okay,
Yeah.
so they've all hit. Oh, no.
Which will give me an extra.
Would have given 1 extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And then 3s. Strength 9.
I guess with oath, you could have fished for 5, so couldn't you? But
Yeah, if you remain stationary, yeah, you could have fished for 5s. So 4, 6, 7. So yeah.
3's to win.
3s.
All except 1. Dice are on fire here. 6.
6.
And now we're in big trouble because now we're looking at
Yeah,
wipeouts.
and ones, yeah.
Yeah, so down to invuln saves. I roll 3 here because you might get through to our friend, the Spirit Seer. But he's on a 4+ invulnerable save anyway, so I think we'll stick with that. So we can just roll all the dice. And once again, I need help. This is not a good situation to be in at all. Jordan Russell, Eldar, dedicated Eldar player. 4s. I've got to roll slightly above average. I was going to lose all the Wraith models here. This is well targeted by Mike. We have rolled above average. Unbelievable. And for me to stand a chance in this game, I'm going to have to pull out a command reroll. Reroll this one, but strands it. Like so. Correct us if we're wrong. I think I can do that. I'm re-rolling the dice. Yeah, I think it's cool. So we're going to lose 1. Damage.
3.
Yeah. So 1 brought down. I'll lose 1 more. But I've tried to... That was a nasty... That could have been a horrific... It could have been a wipeout, actually.
And while you were doing that, I rolled the dice off camera if I'd have been fishing, and...
Oh, would have got a lot more hits. Okay, it's really something to bear in mind. There's some great stratagems for the Anvil Siege Force. It's nicely themed. It is the theme for the Fists, and so it'd be good to create units and combinations to fit in with that. So Eradicators then sitting still would be really good as well.
Yeah.
Okay, things to bear in mind here. Play it on the bunker. Suppose you could. Okay.
It's an Adeptus Astartes unit.
Yeah, interesting.
It doesn't say... Doesn't break it down to a certain unit, you know, so... I think then you have left me with...
Okay, so we'll check to see what other firepower is available. These are assault keywords, so you can shoot as firepower available with those. I think most of the firepower's been done here for the Fists.
That's everything now, yeah.
It's very unnerving the way Mike's focused everything on one unit. Don't. That wasn't pleasant. But...
So I just need to see what's in there. So.
Yeah, we'll let him check in. So Intercessors, all the mix set 1. There's 2 crack shots available with the missile or the grenade launchers.
Yeah.
They might prove useful.
So 3s.
2 hits.
3s again.
Oh no, strength 6 stuff is 7. No?
Crack grenade, strength 9.
Is it?
Yeah.
2 wounds then. 2 ups.
3 ups.
3 ups. -2.
-2.
Whoa, I've passed both with cover. Well. Okay, that's pretty good. And then the rest means that will be another 7 with the bolt rifles.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Do the grenade launchers have the assault keyword?
No.
No, they don't. All right. So what we'll do is we'll ignore what's just happened, and we'll go for 18 shots for Mike with bolt rifles, because you're going to find 9 instead of 7.
10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
That's it. Okay.
Threes. Yeah, 3s.
3s rerollable. Mike has maxed out on his use of Oath of Moment here. This is solid Space Marine tactics. Identifying a threat and then sending in all firepower against the target.
Well, the whole idea was to try and get you to use your CPs and your invuln dice.
Well, that works as well. Drain the Eldar of tactical resources. Yeah.
What's your toughness?
7.
7, so 5s.
Yeah, still 5s, yeah. And he'll force
2, 4.
4 saves. 2 ups. There's 2 1s. Almost lost a model. Boy, oh boy. And we'll go on here. So, unnerving for sure on these. Oh boy. I think it would be unwise to throw them in this direction. But again, squad of 10, taking 3 casualties would be really no big deal, and they would boldly move out. So that's something to really think about. Obviously, there's the points involved, though, as well. But I love the idea of 10 of these, and the idea of countering Abaddon's 10 Terminators. They could become like arch enemies. That was a good thing. Good thing. But something to think about, for sure. All right, so shooting, I think, is finished.
That's everything, yeah.
All right, so I'll calculate, see if any points have come through. I think they have here for the Fists on their first turn. So, points coming through pretty good here. Tempting target, this was grabbed. ATV, good move. 5 points picked up for doing that. 3 points for Aeldar as well. So 8 points. A really good start here by the Imperial Fists. They've managed to pick up points and not committed much of their force at all. So it's not been a grab here and exposing Mike's force. He's managed to preserve his army, just send in a few key units to pick up some points. So I think this has been a good turn here for the Imperial Fists. Eldar have managed to limit the damage coming through, preventing the wipeout, but that Wraith unit has taken some serious damage for sure and a drain on resources. We'll see how the Eldar respond. They do have firepower of their own. It's going to need to be effective here as the Imperial Fists seek to dominate the board. We're going to Eldar turn 1 coming up next. All right, just interrupting movement here. I was about to move these. I regained a model. That's great. Mike said he's going to Overwatch with the Dreadnought. Fine. And he's going to roll a 6. So he's got 7 shots here. He's looking for 6s. An O for moment still counts as well. So here comes trouble. Here comes huge trouble. 666. And reroll the rest. Oh, man. Another 6 as well. Fantastic result. Brilliant result. 3s to win.
This is worth the fluff.
Oh, to have fouled. Oh, and he'll leave it.
I'll have to leave it.
You're right.
I need the CP.
Okay. So to make it through, I'll drop to my 4+ saves. Oh, 2 5s. Oh, Xenos dice to the rescue again. Ooh, boy. Okay, we ducked in amongst the gravestones here, surviving that one, but a scary moment from Overwatch. I'll press on. You can see that moves have taken place. I'll finish my move and then we'll recap what's happened. So movement's done here. Eldar, all of a sudden, a bit of a surge from them. They're going on the offensive early on. We'll see if we get punished for that later on. So Wraith Lord's moved, 8-inch moves with these. Moved to here, poised for a possible charge. Wraith Lord here has moved round. Avatar's moved, not advanced, gone 10 and caught up with him, heading across this direction. It's rapidly turning into a fight for the central objective. Eldar have got Aerodinal as well, so an incentive for them to go for the middle of the board. And Cleanse, which is getting a unit into range of no man's land objective, not shooting, and picking up points. I'm not going to be able to do that this turn. So everything's going to focus on Aerodinal for us. There's been a fair bit of movement just the other side of those bushes. I've recovered a model, survived the Overwatch, and then tucked them in. I'm going to try and preserve these and add more models onto them. It's a very early stage in the game. Not committed with these bikers, just going to hold them here on this objective for now. I forgot to move these, Mike, so let me move them. Move these to here in range of the objective as well, but just clustering around here with the home objective. Bright Star, he's up the top here. So bold as brass he is. He's moved on top. He'll be able to get one shot down across against the Primaris Marines. So I kind of have to surge the Eldar. I was talking about the army structure. I don't really have any deep strikey type units, no real infiltrator type units yet. So I kind of have to surge. Just got to get progress up the board. So Banshees here, disembark 3, move 8, pay the CP to go a guaranteed 6 inches and have got to here with Chains are. So bursting out from the Falcon Transport, which I've moved around the corner to here. It's got an angle to shoot with the heavy guns in this direction against the bikers and then to provide a bit of firepower support with the Shuriken Cannon. And then advanced with the Shining Spears. When you advance, your invuln save goes up to 4+ for shooting, and I've got some twin Shuriken Catapults as well in range. And then the Wraith Lord has moved around 8 inches as well, so bearing down again on this central objective. That's movement done for the Eldar. They're swarming towards the centre of the board. Yeah, the stratagem is called Matchless Agility. Any Eldar unit. Do not roll for an advance. It's guaranteed 6. Yeah, I played that on the Shining Spears just to make sure they were... No. I played it on the Banshees to make sure they covered their ground quick enough. Okay, there's plenty of shooting actually available for the Eldar. But we shall start with the brightest star in the night sky. It's Bright Star himself, who's elevated his position here. He's the highest on the board, and rightly so. We shall fire down here at one of these Space Marines to teach them a lesson. Single shot. A 6. Oh, okay, not sustained, is it? No. Dragons, or a dragon. Oh, that's another wound coming through on a 5. I think he's got himself to AP -5 on that with plunging fire. Yeah. Dragon, just checking. Melt to 3. Damage. Damage D6, I want to kill you. just about. Expended just enough energy to finish off that Marine. So one Marine slain. Mike's removed the model from play. Okay. Right. Dakar into here. 2 Bright Lance shots, crucially, into the back end of that Dreadnought.
What's the AP on it?
It's AP -4. Mike's got a CP. It's available for Armour of Contempt, which is like an auto choice here for the Space Marines from turn to turn. But when to use it, where to use it, can be used in shooting phase and close combat. So I'll be hitting you on 4s, re-rolling one of those hits.
Yeah, and then you can re-roll the one as well. So
Single wound.
-4, going to -3 for cover.
Yeah.
So 5 options, D6 plus
1. D6 plus 2. God, Eldar. Yeah, D6 plus 2. And that Dreadnought's a little bit more vulnerable. There's no -1 to the damage rolls and so on. The Brutalis, I'm sure, is a model that Mike wants to preserve. They're bristling with Bright Lances here on these Wraith Lords.
I'll have to use it on that one.
He's going to use it, okay. I think he'd rather have saved it for other things, but it's a tough call. Okay, and a bit of Dakar into here. So we'll go 2 shots. Here we go. Needing 4s. Definitely going to commit this to an Eldar friend. I don't have many, which is very sad, but they've already used some as well. Ray Cross. You know, he's an Eldar player, of course. So, needing 4s. 6 and 5. Ray Cross. Whoa. Whoa. What's your toughness, Mike?
Toughness 10.
10.
Yeah.
Strength 12. 3s to wound. Both wounds come through. This is plum shooting here. Whoa. I think Mike's glad enough that he played the CP for Armour of Contempt. Bright Lance is AP -3. So -2 for cover. All right, so I misinformed Mike, as it used to be -4. It's -3 on the Bright Lance. So we've said Mike can choose whether he wants to continue on with that stratagem, which he still does. In which case, cover and Armour of Contempt takes my -3 and turns it into a -1. So 2 saves of 3+ on that Dreadnought, thankfully, because it would have been 2d6 plus 4 damage. And he's blocked 1 because of the stratagem. Whoa. Come on, reroll.
Good.
Okay. Oh, it's all been used, right? Okay. So D6 plus 2. Ray Cross says 7 damage. Ouch, that is a nasty hit coming through. Dropping down to 5 wounds left. That's a nasty hit. If you hadn't have blocked the other one and hadn't used the stratagem, it would have been another 4. It'd be on a wound left. So it's prevented that at least. I would have command rerolled that. Would have destroyed the Dreadnought, dear me. All right, 5 wounds remain on that, but God, the Bright Lance is a powerful weapon, there's no doubt about it. If you want to know what the effects of a Bright Lance is, I actually modelled it onto the base just here, onto one of James's Space Marines. I borrowed one of his sergeants, I didn't tell him. He always wondered where that sergeant went, but I borrowed it and modelled it onto the base here. As of the Wraith Lord, just showing you what a Bright Lance hit looks like. Okay, so good shooting. That's Nate Miller firing through Phoenix Sword. Good shots. We'll now do a bit of Dakar with the Shuriken catapults into here. Looking for 4s. Reroll single hit roll because I haven't used it up. 5s to wound. And reroll single wound roll. And doesn't help. Okay, so that's 5 power from him complete. All right, heart in the mouth moment there. I thought I had line of sight through to him. From here, because I was clearing the hard edge, fine, but there's this hard edge here across as well, so that's fine. I'm liking the idea of opening this up. The one solid block, it would be just, it's not workable, and it's more realistic. You would be, it would just be revolving, or anyone that tiptoes into a corner would just instantly be able to be shot at by everybody. So we're working our way around the ruins here. I think this is a much better way to play. Okay, and also opens access for all these walkers and bikers and so on. Avatar of Cain, the only shot he can do is to go into those. So a 5. I'll keep that. 2's for a wound. Goes through. This is with his Milter attack, which would be AP -4 on the Wailing Doom. Mike can claim cover from the big sarcophagus. 6 up. He's in the ruin anyway. And he blocks it. Oh boy, that's defiance. Well done. Okay. All right. So I could get plunging fire if I'm over 6 inches tall. No, I don't think so. All right, so that's him done. Right, Bright Lances. We'll go Dagger into here, and then we'll put 2 Bright Lance shots into the regular Redemptor Dreadnought. This is a huge one. Where's Red Cross? Need another one. Can't touch the Chris Comiskey dice. Just can't do it. And we'll go Michael German on this one. So 2 shots. Eldar player. Needing 4s. Snake Eyes. Unbelievable. Michael German is an Eldari player. Yeah, that's right. Okay. We'll reroll a single hit roll. Missed entirely. Okay, on to Daka then. Mike can breathe a sigh of relief. We'll go for force to wound, and they've all wounded. They are no AP minus. Those are AP -1, but you got cover anyway, so 3 ups. And 1 wound comes through. Okay. So Falcon next. I've got to get this in the right order. The heavy firepower is going to go against the bikers, and then the shuriken cannon across here. Yes. Okay. So Falcon into the bikers first of all. We are equipped with a Bright Lance, which will do that first. Missed. I will reroll. Need a 3. Hits. 3s to wound. I will reroll. Okay, that goes through. So this is AP -3 on the Bright Lance. Bit of cover. -2. 5 ups. Blocks that one. Boy, that would have been. I would have destroyed the ATV. Or not. You wouldn't have. You could have said a biker, perhaps. Just.
Because I look it down here to see what he could have seen.
Right. Okay. Pulse laser. 2 hits. 3s to wound. Used up all my rerolls, so that one comes through. The pulse laser is -2. -2, it's -1. 4 ups. Yep. And blocked again. Unbelievable. With straight 3 damage. God, negating that firepower. All right, we'll go 3 shots here with the shuriken cannon. Just about gets a hit. And we don't wound at strength 6, toughness 4. So that's firepower done, but I did get the hit there, which means I can get my rerolls to wound, I think, with the benches. So whilst we're at it, we'll go on to the benches. Their firepower is rerolling their wounds because they disembarked from the Falcon using the fire support rule. In which case, we have Jane Czar, the Silent Death, 6 shots with her. She needs 2s. It's an assault weapon. We'll reroll hit roll now. They've all hit. 3s to wound. And don't need to reroll. What a show off she is. AP -2 actually. Cover. Saves of 4+ on these Marines.
6, yeah.
That's her Triskel comes flying through the ruins. And will cause some trouble.
1 damage.
Damage 1.
Kills the wounded guy.
Yeah, and 2 others.
2 others, yeah.
God, good for her. Jane causing pain. I can pick his models here. We've got a few pistols, I believe, coming from benches. Our pistols are assault. And we have 5 of them. Yeah, so 3s. Yeah. 4s. You roll. Doesn't help. 1 comes through, -1 cover, back to 3 up. Another 1 comes through. Okay, so another wound cause. Pretty good shooting. We'll then go for the Shining Spears behind with all their Daka. They're all in. It's twin shuriken catapults. So they're going to get 12 shots in total. Then 3s. Reroll single hit roll. All our lances are out of range, only range 6. Just checking there's no kind of sustained hits. Looking at 4s to wound. And rerollable because they're twin linked. Yeah, impressive enough. 8 -1s might go back to 3 up. Save again. 7 saves of 3+ with these. Let's Space Marine's been targeted here. Oh, more wounds coming through. It's going to kill the wounded man, and another 2 brought down. The squad's been decimated here by shuriken firepower coming from the Eldar. We'll then go to this Wraith Lord. All the Dakar into here. 2 Bright Lance shots off over against those bikers. Do the Bright Lances first. In 4s. I'll reroll single hit roll. No. Okay, and then we'll go for 3s to wound. Wounds, nice. Goes through. -3, in cover. Not blocked. D6 plus 2. 1. 3 wounds caused. So ATV will absorb. And drop down to 5 wounds left. Michael tank that, no problem at all. Bikers have been preserved well enough for sure. Just checking firepower. Yeah, a bit of Dakar across here going into these.
And because this is the end of turn, I will use my CP, or my captain's ability, to armor contempt.
Sniper shots. So reroll single hit roll. Okay, so 2 hits come through. 5s to wound. I'll reroll a single wound roll now. No, so 1 comes through. 2 -1. Back to cover again. So 3 ups.
5.
So 5, yeah, passed. No worries. That's no problem. Yeah, it's -1. And then we'll go for scatter laser shots, which is going to be 18 shots. Sounds scary, but they'll ping most likely. We're looking at 3s. And the scatter laser is strength 5 now, so 5s to wound.
Yeah, toughness. If I can find them. Heavy intercessors, I think they are toughness 5.
Toughness 6. It's going to be Gravis. They're Gravis.
Toughness 6, sorry, toughness 6, yeah.
6 saves. Not too bad. 6 saves, needing 3+. Oh, managed to kill 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think that's firepower complete here for the Eldar. It was enough to remove model from place. Mike took the one that couldn't see previously. So, not too bad from the Eldar. Decimating the Space Marine squad across here. Not getting through to the Dreadnought, this one at least, the Redemptor, that's fresh. I imagine it's going to smash through in the middle. But for now, the Eldar stand at the door of opportunity to snatch the central objective, to go for area denial. If we can get into close combat, a number of units can do it. Whatever we send in though against the centre of the board, I think Mike's going to counterpunch across here. Possible charge around here. We're going to charge this next. We'll see what makes it in. So I'm going to try and do a 7-inch charge. Becomes a 6-inch charge because of the avatar granting +1 to the charge rolls. So I'm just going to go for the straight up roll with this one. Here we go. It's a 5. It is rather important this charge goes ahead. 6 inches on 2 dice. I mean, it's quite easy. I have to think about this. I've got Strands of Fate, but I'm rapidly running out of options here. I'm going to play a straight up command reroll. Oh, this is agony. There's a 4 over there, which I could use, but I've got to save that for some kind of in-one save. I'm going to regret this. Oh, it's a 9. All right, charge goes ahead. All right, so he's in just about, but the CP's been used up. Next, I'll go for this Wraith Lord across here. I'll roll to see what I get. And that's not going to do it. And there's nothing I can do about it, so he's not going to go in. I left a corridor here for this Wraith Lord, so I'll roll up him first. And that's a 7. We'll check that one. I think 7's okay. We'll check. This is going to be tight. Mike says yes. We'll double check it. Yeah, it was a 7-inch charge required precisely. An inch less and it would have gone in. Chainsaw. This is a 5-inch charge. 10. Right, in they go. That's the main one to get in. We'll move the models in here. All right, so charge goes in. I'll just zoom in so you can see what's going on here. This is a situation. Banshees ploughing in. Wraith Lord in support. Looking healthy enough in the centre of the board now for the Eldar. Those units that have gone in, though, they'll probably regret going in here. They get a moment of glory and celebration if they can bring those targets down, but then will come the retaliation from the Space Marines. And across here, thankfully this one's gone ahead here for the Eldar. So we'll go on to combat resolution next. Right, we'll use the Supremacy dice. We'll see if this works. So 4 attacks. Going into here, I need at least 2 hits. Would be good. We're going for the main thrust here with the heavy hit with the blade, and we do get 2 hits. It's 4s though. I'm going to reroll one of these. We do get that hit. That's a relief. But we've still got a way to go. We've got to try and wound here. Coming in with the Ghost Glaive at strength 10.
Toughness 5, so 2s.
Or 2s. All right. Reroll. Ah! 2 go through. Nothing I can do. Oh, I could have used a... Yeah. That's okay. And then the AP minus is 3. So 2 saves of 6.
And what's the damage?
Damage of D6 plus 1.
So I just need to roll 1/6.
You would mess it up, yeah.
Okay. Equals 6.
2d6 plus 2. 6 and 2 is 8. Oh. They absorb a lot of damage, those ATVs, but I think we've done just enough. I don't think it explodes. I think it's a mounted unit. So remove him from play. He's proved very useful. He's picked up 5 points in an early surge. And it's not a major loss to the Imperial Fist, more of a scouting unit that's managed to move in onto the objective. But we've cleared it. Hey. There is a rule about him. Each time this model destroys an enemy unit, roll a dice and add it to your fate pool. Fate dice. Chris Comiskey says, take a 6. Thanks, Chris. That can gloriously go there, and that is just in the nick of time. Oh, boy. Okay. Does it say each time? Because I could start collecting these. Each time small destroys an enemy. Yeah, it does. Each time. Okay. Okay. We'll move on to the next close combat. As I think we should leave the Wraith Lord on this one. If the Chaplain's the last man standing, I could try and bring him down, play it that way. So we'll go the Banshees first of all. So we'll go for Jane Czar first of all with her attacks. Yeah, Blade of Destruction. We'll go strike. 6 attacks. Okay. And we'll turn to the artist form known as Veej for these attacks. So we're looking at, 2s. We roll hit roll now. 3s to wound at strength 6. I'll reroll this one. Sure. If she had devastating wounds, that would be good, but she doesn't. I think she should, but she doesn't. It's -3. So we'll go carefully here. Mike can roll 3 dice for regular Marines, and then we'll go to the Chaplain's Invuln. Mike's blocked 1, yeah, so you can roll 1 more dice. Okay, Marine Squad gone. Then 1 Invuln save now of 4+ on the Chaplain, and he blocks that. Okay, so we'll then turn, that's Jane Czar, killing the bodyguard. Then we'll go on to regular Banshees. So I think we'll go with the Executioner next. 4 attacks from the Exarch. Needing 3s. Then 3s. Ouch. -2. So 3 saves of 4+. You kind of want Mike to pass these. 2 have failed. That's 2 damage at a time.
4?
Yeah, maybe that's just enough to bring that Chaplain down. I'd rather that Chaplain live so that the Wraith Lord can bring him down. I think the Chaplain's probably a 4-wound model. Still got blades to come as well from these Banshees. He's 4 wounds. Yeah. He's gone. All right, finished off by the Exarch here. Eldar bringing down targets in style here. So Mike's saying he knew full well that unit moving out to that central objective would draw in the Eldar like poison from a wound here. We can't help ourselves. It's the arrogance of them. The Space Marines know that full well. They research their foes before they engage them on the battlefield. Mike's got supporting units backed up and ready to move out. But Eldar have snatched the middle, and they snatched this flank as well. Bold move from them has resulted in a fair bit of damage coming through, and 2 no man's land objectives being grabbed, and that stick is removed. Yeah, okay, right. All right, so end of turn. We'll calculate points here for the Eldar. So points coming for a dumped cleanse, and we achieved area denial for 3 points as we snatched back the centre of the table. 8 points to 3. Space Marines have the lead. Crucially, the Eldar stopped the Space Marines from picking up no man's land objectives here on turn 2. But this is very early stages in this battle. Eldar perhaps have struck a bit harder, but Space Marines will seek to remedy that. We'll go on to their second turn of the game coming up next. This battle really has only just started. There's plenty more action to come. Right, so turn 2 for the Space Marines. A fair bit of movement's taken place. Just interrupting here, and they're going to overwatch this. With that 6 that was rolled with the Nate Miller Ray Flawed. So CP being spent, going to use the 6 up for a hit roll with Overwatch. I'll put everything into him just on the off chance we need to chip off a wound. So 1 hit straight through. I'm going to try and get another hit with the second Bright Lance, because you never ever know. Reroll the hit roll. Just the 1. Gonna try and wound on a 3. We do. All right, so we've done our bit. I think Mike's in the open here, so it's -3. He can still block this.
Yeah. Oh, it was going there and then it clipped that.
So.
No, go ahead. D6 + 2. Give me someone who's a heavy hitter. Maxfield Knuckles has that habit here on the channel. 6 and 2 is 8. That's pulverized that the Dreadnought here, nope. Brutalis, and it doesn't blow up, but it's been taken down. That's Valhalla and Field Marshal Robert picked off here with sneaky Eldar Overwatch, thanks to Strands of Fate dice that came from him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he created his own fortune. Very fitting for the Eldar, but target destroyed here with a snapshot coming through with a Bright Lance. Devastating. They are dangerous weapons, especially against these Dreadnoughts here in this game. But it's cost us a CP. I think it's well used, so that Brutalis has been brought down. Bear in mind, it was on 5 wounds, so we're able to destroy it. I just destroyed a target, so I'm going to add in another Fate dice. See if you roll a 6, I will be annoyed now. I'll take it.
The God. All right, okay. So Fate dice, that's all right. I can't complain. All right, so Dreadnought removed from play. Yeah. We'll press some of the rest of Mike's movement. Much of it's been done. He's got reserves that you may want to commit and may arrive. Remember, it's delayed reserves, which only affects you on this turn. It's a 3+ to bring in the deep striking Inceptors, and also Captain Parmenion, who may be annoyed enough and perhaps may need to respond to this Eldar swiftness across the ball. We may well see him turn up as well. But a significant result here for the Eldar. They've picked off the Brutalis Dreadnought, and they had to. If that thing slammed into this, it would have been devastating. All right, so Mike's just finishing off his move. Both reserve units have arrived. So holding, moving out with the heavy intercessors. Their ultimate objective is to get onto this objective across here. Brutalis we saw move around, picked off from Overwatch, but that drew out my Overwatch, which then paved the way for Mike's reserves arriving. Imperial Fist squad. Mike has committed his units across here. Remember, this is sticky objective. Redemptor Dreadnought and Lieutenant Cletus leading the second squad of intercessors, moving out onto this objective to clear away the benches, I think with shooting, and then to charge in and take down that Wraithlord and to reclaim the centre of the board. And then the bikers committing, moving forwards, snatching the objective on the right-hand flank as well. So this is full committal now from the Imperial Fists. They're going to try and hurt the Eldar as much as they can. This is only turn 2. There's not much stuff left along the back line. This is the fight here from the Imperial Fists. But as they go in, they're going to be supported by these 2 units. Captain Parmenion has turned up across here to fire at whatever he wants. I mean, they're going to prove deadly enough. And then using Meteoric Descent with these, as long as you're over 3 inches away. Landing here, the reason is is that Mike has found himself within 12 inches to potentially try and take down Bright Star as well. So Space Marines up to their usual cold and calculating methods with their firepower, and Oath of Moment has been placed on this Wraith Lord across here. Movement's done. We'll go on to Space Marine shooting phase next. Just a slight adjustment on movement. Mike thought that he was the autarch generating the CP. It's him. So Mike's done a relocation. It's the last unit to deploy anyway. So he's dropping them down there as long as they're 3 inches away from all the models. And as long as he gets himself within 12, he can take on Bright Star. He's trying to position it so that I can't escape. There is a pesky ability called, it's been meddled with by Games Workshop. Phantasm. Yeah, it's D6 inches now. I can try and escape with an infantry unit. So it's something to think about. I could try and escape, maybe. But I need to roll well enough to try and get out of line of sight. But if Mike's move's finished, we'll think about what to do next on that one. Then we'll move on to shooting. We're about to go on to shooting phase. 2 things to mention. We're running 2 games with the Eldars. This is going to be a league battle for the Eldar. Each faction gets 2 games. We're going to run a second game, all being well. That's going to be over on YouTube channel membership. That's going to be Eldar versus Black Legion Chaos Space Marines. So a bit of a refight. Is virtually a refight from the grand final. So that's going to be League, Kingslayer, and Grudge. So perhaps the most momentous battle of the season so far. If you want to check that one out, it'll be live over on YouTube channel membership. If not now, very, very soon. But that's the plan. That'll get the 2 games done for the League. For the Eldar, and that'll actually be the second game for the Black Legion as well. So crucial battle. You can check that out on YouTube channel membership, link for that below, or you can go to the channel homepage and hit the join button. And then also to mention is SS82 Boost. That's my WhatsApp group for notifications. We'll let you know when a battle report comes out. And then also running competitions on Boost. The first one is live. Currently, still available is Warcry, and then also Warhammer Underworld's Wintermoor. So if you want to join in the competitions, it's free to join. It's open for everyone on SS82 Boost. The WhatsApp invitation link is in the video description below. But you can join us for notifications. Also some great prizes in our channel competitions. So looking at the situation here for the Imperial Fists, we're saying if they strike hard enough, they could cripple this Eldar army. Mike's got firepower lined up all over the place. If the Eldar can survive this, then we could strike back hard enough. So turn 2, I think, is going to be the crucial point in this battle here. We'll let Mike begin his firepower. So starting with the Hammerfall bunker, Phantasm was an option with him. It's an infantry unit. It's restricted to an infantry unit, and it's also D6 instead of 7 inches. It's D6. I would need to roll a 3 to escape downstairs to get to here. If I had done that and got the 3 or more, I'd still be in range of the Dreadnought. So I've elected not to do it. I'm going to try and survive the firepower coming in from the Inceptors. I don't think I will, but we'll see. I'll see what happens. Let the Xenos dice decide.
So the bunker into the
Wraith Lord.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
Mike's not called upon many Imperial players.
No.
It's like a chart here, isn't it? Like a graph. Here's my patronic usage. There's Mike's. So I've lent heavily on them. But here we go. Chris Heim for firepower from the bunker.
Yeah. So 3s.
Heavy bolter shots.
But
Sustained?
Yep.
Okay.
And then
6s?
6s, yeah. Twin linked.
Oh, it is twin linked. Plays 2. -1.
-1.
I'm not getting any cover here, so we're going for 3-ups. I'd rather not take any damage at this stage. Snake Eyes! What's happened?
4 damage.
I never used to roll those. 4 damage. Oh, you just have to take it. Oh no, that's deadly. 4 damage, dropping down to 7 wounds left. What a result. Come on, Eldar, hold it together. Keep going 2 shots with the super crack.
Yeah.
Snake Eyes! Okay, now I'm happy. Okay, right. Oh dear, what can you do? Next.
I'll match you.
Yes. Oh, strangest thing. So next up, we'll go for heavy intercessors across here. Everything they have is going to go into the Wraith Lord. He is not in cover this time, so there's a little bit of AP minus
available with those heavy bolters.
Yep. So the CP that I was going to use for the Brutalis may now be used for grenades.
Grenades. Well, that's a good idea.
How many minutes has he got left?
He's got 7 left. Grenades will chip him down.
So if I can max it out.
Yeah, and a bit of DACA from them anyway will cause him trouble.
Yeah, but then I'm thinking field charges as well.
Right, Mike's got 1 CP basically, plus the CP that's available from the captain who's now arrived.
Yeah. So that's.
I'm down to precious CP as well. It's tricky business. He's going to do it. Grenades. Pull the pin and go.
Yeah, that's.
This is the objective to die for this one.
Yeah, I got 6 dice.
Yeah, 6 dice and 4s.
Yeah.
Big roll. Turn 2 is going to be crucial.
Roll like the orcs.
Ah, happy birthday. Yeah, that's 5 out of 6. Imperial Fists dice are on fire here. There's nothing I can do about this, is there? Drop down to 2 wounds left. This is well executed by the Space Marines. All of a sudden, this raid floor, which I thought would be tough enough, has been picked on here. Heavy bolters finding their mark, and then an excellent round of grenades being thrown to clear this thing off the objective. Just 2 wounds left, and Mike can unleash all the DACA from that squad. 1 successful heavy bolter shot will do it.
14. Because one's dead.
Yep, 14 shots with regular bolters.
So 3s.
Okay.
And then
6s.
6s.
3. 2 ups.
Oof.
Okay, 2 wounds left.
1, so it would have been 3 ups.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. And then 1, 2. The heavy bolters.
Okay, heavy bolter shots. 1 success. Mike's looking for 4s, I think, for hits.
Yeah.
And sustained. 2 lots of them coming through. 6s.
6s again, yeah.
Oh, there's 2.
These are -1, 2 damage, yeah.
Nice one. Okay, first one 3 up. Passed. Oh, there's a strands there. I think he's going to go anyway. So I'm just going to roll the dice for this one. Dice passed. Okay, so it remains alive, but it's teetering on the brink of destruction here. 2 wounds remain. Servo turret next. Firepower's going to go into this raid floor here, the one with the sword raised.
Yeah.
2 shots need 2s.
Yeah. Michael Fryer.
Michael Fryer, diehard Space Marine player. Now Mike starts to lean on the Patreons for help. 2 hits.
Yeah.
Strength 12, toughness 11.
Strength 10, toughness 11, so 5.
Strength 10?
Yeah.
Oh.
Last time, yeah.
Oh, so that's 10, right. 5 then.
5.
1.
Twin linked.
Still 1. Minus?
-3.
Minus 2.
4, yeah.
4s. And yet again, another opportunity to use a strands.
That's D6 + 1.
Right. I'll keep the... Oh. Yes, I'll... I heard Bright Star crying. Please save me. I'll tank it. He will tank it for the sake of Bright Star himself. 4+. No, it failed, and I'll just have to take the damage. Go ahead. Oh
7.
no! 7 wounds. Oh man, ouch! 4 wounds left. All of a sudden, the raid floor finds itself in trouble. Good hit from that servo turret. Good shooting. Oh, this game's painful. This is a painful battle. Fun's just begun. Right, next batch of firepower. There's plenty of shots available from that Dreadnought. 1 heavy gun. Lots of DACA available from a variety of weapons. Got intercessors. Volley available from those as well. And the bikers, they've got a bit of shooting also. Everything with the bikers, including the multi-melter, all the DACAs going into the central raid floor. Mike's activating the Devastating Wounds ability.
Yeah.
12. And he'll unleash all that he has here.
So the 1, 2, 3 bikes.
Okay.
The bolt rifles. Let's see here. I'll do the chaplain's bolt rifle at the same time because it's the same start line.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yep, same start line.
Okay.
3s.
Here we go. Mike's seriously hunting Wraith Lords here.
Yep, re-rolling because he's been oafed.
He's going after all 3. I'm trying to break the Trinity here.
So I'll be needing 6s regardless. That's 5 devastating wounds.
Beg your pardon. Okay. There's nothing I can do. Dropping down to 6 wounds left. All 3 Wraith Lords taking heavy damage. Multi-melter.
Yeah, multi-melter.
Imperial Fist dice are on fire here.
2 shots, hit on 3s.
Oh,
Hit. Right, this is where we need the
6s would be insane. Oh!
just the one.
One comes through.
-4.
-4 takes you to a 6 up save. Clipping cover, I think, by the looks of it.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 up save. Strands can't help me out. But a Patreon can. We'll turn to... Longbow BB is an Eldar player, so I need this 5. Please. 5+. No. Come on, reroll. I can't on a 5+. I won't, right? But I'm going to roll to see what would have happened if I did. I wouldn't have worked. All right. Okay. And you're free to roll up your damage.
Yeah, so D6.
D6. 6 for glory. Oh, 3 wounds caused. Dropping down to 3 wounds left on this Wraith Lord. All 3 are now officially in danger. They still stand, but they could easily fall. Intercessors next. Mike continuing to pour fire into this Eldar force. All the bolt rifle shots point blank into the Banshees. 2 grenade launchers to try and take down the Wraith Lord.
And there's a lieutenant leading him, so 6s is
Lethals.
hits.
Aha.
So we'll go
Lieutenant Cletus.
to Valhalla Field Marshal.
Valhalla Field Marshal Robert was commanding the Dreadnought, who now seek revenge with a volley from a squad of fists.
So the grenade launchers.
2 shots, needing 3s.
Lethal.
That's lethal, goes straight through.
And then reroll because so
That
it's
one's a hit, yeah.
And then it's strength. It'll be a 5 to wound.
Okay.
Strength now. No.
Okay, 1 comes through.
-2.
-2. 4+. No.
That's D3.
D3.
Yep. 2.
2. Down to 1 wound left.
Down to 1.
Okay. And then bolt rifle shots.
1,
Fresh squad, so it's going to be 16 shots.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So far from the fists, it's really good. Perhaps we don't see how that's translated over because the models that have been damaged are still standing. But Mike's picked off a lot of wounds here from the Wraith Lords.
Yeah. So 3s.
Rerolling hits?
No.
Oh, sorry. You're going after the Banshees. That's fine. Just checking my stats to see if there's anything that helps me out. Don't think so. So Mike can carry on trying to wound me.
What's your toughness?
3s.
Oh, not great. 5.
5 make it through.
-1.
-1. So 5 ups. There is 2 models in cover right at the ruin. So I'll work my way through those.
Sure, yeah.
So they go on 4 ups. So I rolled 2 dice needing 4s. Okay, 1 dice needing a 4. Come on, lady. She's gone. And then a 5+. Passed. All right, 2 slain. Lieutenant's got a pistol.
Hits.
He hits. And he wounds.
No EP.
No EP. 4 up. Failed. So we'll take a dear Banshee lady from here. We're looking now at the Dreadnought with its firepower.
All small arms.
Splitting up, yeah. Mike's going to split big time. It's a triple split. So, it sounds like an ice cream. So we'll go for The Macroplasma Incinerator onto him.
Yeah.
All the Dakar into him. And then the Gatling Cannon into him to try and pick up devastating wounds.
Yeah.
That's ambitious and bold. That's the Space Marine start. It's mighty greedy. He's going to try and take out 3 Wraith Lords in one go. If he does that, it would be the heroic deed of the century.
If this one dreadnought pulls us off.
Could. It will cause a heap of trouble.
So the Gatling can.
Yeah, so 3s.
1 wound, or 2.
2 wounds left, yeah.
Right, okay.
Oh, big time, yeah.
Who's going to get the...
It's a Snake Miller, yeah. It's Xenos, Dave Humphreys, Blood Angels Ryan, Martin Vagabond, Salamander's Successor Chapter. That'll do. Okay.
Yeah. You said Salamanders. It was sold.
I knew that would trigger Mike to grab the dice. Go, here we go.
So 3s.
3s, off to a good start. I'm glad that wasn't the the wound rolls. 5 6s in there. 2 6s will do it. Cover won't stop these if Mike can get 6s. Oh, he's got triple. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, no. Oh, gone. Incredibly good. 1 down, 2 to go. Next one, the big gun.
Yeah.
D6 shots, trying to get 4 wounds. 3 shots
3.
in total.
Needing 3s.
Yeah. All hit.
All
Good.
right, yeah.
5s to wound though. I think.
Yeah.
2 do go through.
-4.
We're getting cover -3. 5 ups. On 2 dice. Travis and Jen. The Jen save. Not blocked. The Travis save.
6 damage.
I can't lose that. Come on, rerock.
Oh, okay, yep.
Oh! We live.
You've denied one of our patrons a triple kill.
1 wound left, right? 3 damage.
Yeah.
Don't know if that was worth it. He's still on the board and Mike's firepower's finished.
No, it ain't. No. I've got these.
Oh!
It's got line of sight as well.
I didn't even see them. They've just been. I've been looking like this across the battlefield and forgot about these. Oh no!
The small arms fire now.
Yeah, small arms fire. Yeah, to clear away the benches.
Yeah.
My Wraith Lords. Oh, they've been hunted to extinction here. They've got 2 left on the board, but they're both on a wound each. So first up's the Icarus rocket pod. D3 shots. 3 shots. Need 3s. 2s to wound. 2 make it through. 5 ups. Block 1, 1 makes it through. So we'll kill off the last regular Banshee. Like so. Next up is the Twin Frag Storm Grenade Launcher. So D6 shots. Just the 1. 3s to hit. 3s to wound.
Nope.
Okay. And then the Twin Storm Bolters. So that's going to be 4 shots. Oh, no, it's going to be 8 shots. Rapid fire.
Threes, yeah.
3s to wound. Oh, there's a heap of saves. Oh, boy. 5. Exarch then, first of all. So 2 4-ups. Passed. 4-ups. And we might survive. No. 2 wounds coming through. Pretty sure the Exarch is 2 in model. Yeah, so Exarch's gone. That clears the path conveniently for the Dreadnought to smash through. Deadly shooting. It's not over yet. We've got these Inceptors to offload all they have into Bright Star. Imperial Fists have really coordinated their firepower very well indeed. Very impressive from them. So Eldar casualties starting to build very significantly.
9 shots. We'll go.
Nate Miller. Mike turns to Xenos.
Yeah. That's a 6 has just dropped.
Okay.
This could go very badly. Right.
Okay. Are you sustained hits too? Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So again,
So be glad of those 6s coming through.
1 extra. Strength 5.
Okay.
3's the one, yeah.
3s to wound. This is a big roll. And there are lots of 1s and 2s. There's loads of them. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. Well, we'll see. 8 minus 1. Cover. 3 ups. I'll pass them all. My fears were badly placed or misplaced at Bright Star emerges. Victorious, or just fortunate, he's not been wounded at all, so he'll remain alive. There's no one else on the board that can shoot him or charge him, so he's safe enough for now, but there was a moment there where Mike could have got him. So really we're down to firepower of these. The Eradicators. Deadly firepower. Range 12 with them? Range 18, okay. So pick targets. Mike may want to split with this. No. Mike's going to go for the split here. So 1 multi-melter, 2 melter rifles into each of these 2 targets, and Captain Parmenion will fire Bidadaka into the Wraith Lord. So 1 model super tough. The other one just a wound required to bring the Wraith Lord down. This goes well, and combat goes well. The Eldar are going to lose half their army.
It has to go well.
Or it has to go well.
So,
The Avatar is mighty good at chopping.
into the Wraith. Dude.
Wraith Lord first.
Yeah.
This is a multi-melter. No? Or melter
Melter
rifle?
rifles.
Melter rifles.
2 melter rifles.
Now he's going after monsters here, so he's rerolling hit roll, win roll, and damage.
Yeah. Which is good.
Sustained, yeah, sorry. Mike played a stratagem that gives him sustained hits.
Yeah.
That's the one called...
Battle Drill Recall.
Brilliant. Well, it's helped. 3 hits have come through. It could really make all the difference.
So,
It's almost like a semi-final, this game.
You roll it.
He's trying to reroll his wounds.
So 2.
2 come through.
Hit -4.
All right. Which I get a 6 up save, and then a bit of cover. 5s. We are doomed. We're dead. And do I blow up? I do! We'll figure out this mess. Oh, no. Oh, no. Got to check that range, otherwise we could have a...
Yep.
Oh, no, please, no.
What range is it?
This range 6, I think. I could be out. We'll check this one. Oh, no. It's one of those days, right? He dies. He'll take a wound. He's in, right? So he'll die. Mike will take a wound. He'll take a wound. They'll take a wound. And there's a model 1 a wound left. So he'll die as well. So we're just...
You'll also need to roll up for that one.
Yeah, right. That's okay. Well, we've had enough 6s today, haven't we?
Oh.
Okay. Oh, dear. So he's going to go. Watch this. Look. Gone. 1 wound on you. 1 wound on me. Take away that model as well. And see, all of a sudden, a load of models drop. And the Eldar have taken very heavy damage. I don't know. These are 150 points each. So, it's over a quarter of the army. Okay. The Avatar's going to drop down to 13 wounds left. Mike will be glad to see the process of destroying him has begun. Great results, Mike. And it's not over yet because...
The other half.
Yeah.
So the 2 melter rifles.
Those rifles.
3s.
Now, whatever happens in this game, one side could take the Eldar, for example, could take a lot of damage coming through all the fists. Just got to get those points on the board, even if your army suffers terribly. It's all about getting points.
So the melter rifle fluffed.
Right.
So the multi-melter. 4s. So that's an extra hit, so re-rolling.
Just reroll. Add 1 in. Okay. 5s to win. Rerollable. 1 comes through.
No, just
That's the 1. 4+ invulnerable save. Goes through.
D6.
Yep.
Goes to 2.
Goes to 2 for
Yeah,
half.
for damage,
That's
yeah.
fine. Yeah, you're going to keep that?
Oh, I can reroll.
You can do.
No.
1. Okay, dropping down to 12 wounds left. So Avatar's taking a little bit of damage, but not too bad.
Statistically, I probably should have left it because it was only gaining me a wound. Yeah.
Hard to call that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Firepower finished.
Yep, just charges.
Charges, right. Dreadnought just to trample Jane Czar. Or not. Don't know if Mike's got any models in range of that objective. Jane Czar needs to go.
Yeah.
Or Mike needs to crowd the objective at least.
Yeah, no, I'll stick with Dreadnought in, yeah.
In he goes. Double 6.
But I went for what I was talking about the turn before.
Okay.
I'll just go right around here.
Yeah, he's got the movement to do it. To push right around. That's his own friendly model to his left. That's fine.
Yeah.
And on the objective. Interesting. Intercessors to crowd her as well.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
to crowd because
May as well. This charge is virtually guaranteed. 5 inches. So they'll surround her.
Yeah.
Fine. So, have to say, epic moment. Look at this. Imperial Fists going in for the kill against Jane Czar. It really is not fair, but Mike's worked his way into that position and has worked hard. Bikers to charge, reckon an 8 or 9.
a 9.
A 9.
To get to the barrier.
Yeah, he's trying to flank the bikers and get into my shining spears. So you can reach the barrier.
They're sort of probably an 8 then, just
8 or 2, that's fine. Go ahead. No kind of rerolls available?
no.
Okay.
We will harness the Black Legion.
Emperor forgive you for saying it, but they do make it in. All right, so Mike can move the bikers in. Oh, boy. James would have a heart attack if he heard that expression. We cannot make the charge, sir. Harness the power of the Black Legion. James would not say that. Okay, but Mike does in such a desperate situation. But it means that the bikers have gone in and they'll take the fight to the Shining Spears directly. This is going well. And he's trying to keep his tail end on the objective, and he can choose not to pile in with that model. So looking good. Okay, Eldar aggression has been met with Imperial Fist aggression. We'll resolve these combats next. All right, so combats to take place. It's actually Jane Czar who will go first. And I will snatch the Blood Angels Ryan dice, because Blood Angels Ryan, he is Blood Angels, but he also plays Orcs. So a bit of Xenos help here. We'll see how many of these wretched Space Marines we can bring down with her Blade of Destruction. Okay, here come our attacks. Need 2s. All of them. 3s to wound. Ah, tragedy.
Do you get the reroll one?
A reroll wound roll. I do, Mike, thank you. Yeah, that helps. All right. AP -2 from her. No, striking. -3. 3 saves, a 6+.
Yeah.
She'll take a few Marines down with her. And she does. Yeah, 3 Marines slain. All right, well done, Jane. Mike can pick any of his units now. I can't interrupt play. Just going to check Shining Spears. They don't get fights first. Yeah. Okay.
So I'll do the Lieutenant first and the...
Yes, Lieutenant Cletus.
Yeah.
Into
so
Jane's up.
4.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s. Power Fist.
Well done.
No 6s. Strength 8.
2s to wound.
3 at -2, 2 damage.
-2, so we go to 4-ups. Oh, double 4. All right, so she'll take her first wounds. Jane Czar's only 5 wounds. Right, 3 wounds left on her then. We'll put the wounds here on the tomb. Regular Marines making their attacks next. Sergeant's got a Power Fist.
We'll start with him. So 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Okay. That is lethal.
Oh yeah, well remembered.
Toes. Just the 2. -2, 2 damage.
Blocks 1. She's dying. She's dying. 2 more wounds taken. She's got 1 wound left. Oh, this could be a lone Marine with a combat knife. Oh dear. Each story on this battlefield brings tears to the Eldar eyes.
4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Twos.
Do you drink tears, Mike? Because we've got lots available here. Oh no, he's doing lethals. Oh, Space Marines are brutal against Eldar. I'll roll up some saves now. She's dead. 2 up save. You got me.
Yeah.
She's gone. Jane's gone. All right, next up is the bikers with their attack. So we'll move straight on to them. So it's -1 to hit me for aerobatic grace.
Even in close combat?
Yeah, from what I can see. Aerobatic grace. Each time an attack targets this unit, subtract 1 from the hit roll. And then invulnerable save of 5+. If this unit advances, which I did, I made sure I did, until the start of the next turn, the invulnerable save is improved to 4+.
Which is your new turn? Because I started this turn.
Right. Sorry, until the start of your next turn. I've still got it. Yeah. So
Maybe a good idea at the time.
Bikes brace themselves here. Bikes vs bikes. Kind of hoped these two would clash. In fact, I'll see if I'll try and get into the habit of catching this with the zoom so you can capture the flavour of this fight. Bikes swinging on the flank, shining spears. See them coming into their left. Brace for impact. Chaplain Philotus leading the way, who was the cavalry commander for Alexander the Great, so very fitting.
So now I'm hitting you on 4s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've no sympathy for Mike. He moved out aggressively against the Eldar, so...
I've dropped 5.
Drop 5.
This is strength 4, your toughness.
Toughness 4.
+1 to the win roll, so 2s. Or 3s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 6.
6. At -1, 1 damage.
4 ups. Whoa. A wound. Okay. Next up is the chaplain.
Yeah. 3s.
Okay.
Twos.
2s, yeah, +1 to the wound roll. 2 make it through.
-1, 2 damage.
Okay. 4 ups. That's enough to slay a bike. Mike's got through to one of the bikes here. So it's that one that I put the wounds on. But much of the squad has been preserved, so we'll be able to strike back with those. I think that's everything from Mike's point of view done, so we'll strike back with the bikes. Okay, we'll go with the Star Lance first. We'll just use the last Patreon here. So Dave Humphries, he plays Imperium and Xenos, so we'll go with him. I'll commit this fight into his hands. The Exarch. Or reroll a single hit roll now. Ooh, 6s don't really mean anything for us here. So we're coming in at strength 4. So 5 wounds. I'll reroll a single wound roll now. Close. 1 comes through. -3. And 2 damage.
6 up. Nope.
Alright, so Michael just chipped that off the bike.
-3.
Okay, and then we'll do 12 attacks with the ones that remain. Not getting Lance because we didn't charge. 3s. Nice. Very nice. 5s though. Ooh! Well, I never. 7. 7 saves, -2. God.
1 damage or 2?
The Exarch shall be called Sir Lancelot. 5s to block. Mike has blocked some, but it looks like it's enough to cause 8 damage. So 2 of those can be used up on him, and another biker slain will do it. But that's some pretty good lancing going on from those bikers. Not too bad. Okay, so Eldar prevail a bit better in that fight. But they've lost the centre of the board. They've lost all their Wraith Lords. They've lost their Wraith Lord that was on this objective as well. So generally speaking, this has been very effective from the Imperial Fists. The question is it enough? Yeah, Imperial Fists are scoring points very well indeed. Very strong on secondaries. Nothing for primaries. It looks like Eldar have been kicked off primaries as well on this turn 2, thanks to Mike's counterpunch. 8 points picked up for bringing it down. It really was the right choice going after those Wraith Lords. And then we have 3 points for engaging on fronts, 1 table quarter, 2, and then now because of the casualties on the bikers, Mike's managed to get that unit within that table quarter as well. So that's 19 points to 3. A dismal amount of points from the Eldar. They were hoping to reap points for no man's land objectives. That's not going to happen. Mike's cleared us off. So really, we need to do well with our secondaries. We'll see what happens. Eldar, I've got to focus on the mission. We've also got to try and survive. We'll go on to their turn 2 coming up next. So on turn 2 for the Eldar, just interrupting movement here. Behind enemy lines and assassination is the 2 cards that have been drawn. Some movement's taken place, but I've declared I'm going to move the Avatar. Mike's going to overwatch him straight away. He's going to do 8 shots in total because it's 2 multi-melters, the rest are melter rifles. 6s and rerollable.
3, 4, 6, 8, 10.
I can see 1, but it's rerollable. Mike knows the Avatar is dangerous. It could have gone in any direction. Just the 1 comes through. It doesn't wound, but it's re-rollable. It doesn't wound. Overwatch has been used. Mike's still got a CP left. We've still got 2. Avatar's now free to move off. So I've sent these across, regained a model, put it closer, shifted 6 inches, 7 with him. We've got ourselves to here. Avatar could go this direction with Kingslayer, delaying this unit, tying them down. But really, the best unit I've got, and virtually the only unit that's really going to stand much chance of taking down that Dreadnought, is the Avatar of Cain. So I think I must go in that direction. The downside is we're heading in the wrong direction. This is where it's at. This is turn 5 across here. But we'll see. Eldar will need to deal with this swiftly. My focus this turn is going to be try and take on this section of the Imperial Fist army, rally, and then head off in this direction. That's the plan, but as we all know, the best laid plans can come to ruin. All right, so movement's complete for the Eldar on turn 2. Recovered the Wraith, as Wraith played as we talked about already, and then moved across this direction. Avatar's headed off 10-inch moves. He's got himself onto the objective here. Still held by Mike. He's got plenty of OC control on that at the moment. Bright Star, now that Overwatch is cleared, has jumped down to here to lend assistance with a bit of firepower, maybe close combat. Paid a CP to back off the bikers to shoot and charge. Moved out onto that objective, which will disappear on turn 4, but we could try and pick up points for it on turn 3 if we can survive on it with the Falcon. The bikers have emerged to lend some firepower support in this direction. Sniper bikes are backed off, but still able to lend some firepower support across here. So the emphasis is across here for the Eldar. I'm going to try and deal with half of this Imperial Fist force, rally, and then try and head in this direction. It's an ambitious plan. For it to work, we've got to do well against this section of the Space Marine army. Right, we'll start as we mean to go on. Avatar of Cain to put his Wailing Doom shot straight into the heart of that Dreadnought. 2s. 3s to wind. Nope, we'll reroll. And we pass. That is AP -4 in the open, so 6 up to try and block with him. No. Okay. It's D6 plus 2, then -1. 5, 7, 6 wounds caused. So good hit here into the Dreadnought.
Down to 6.
Down to 6 left. Half destroyed him. Good hit from the Avatar. Flame first, then sword. Okay. Right. Bright Star. He really could try and do the same with his Dragon Fusion Gun. It's Melter 3. Well, maybe come back to him. Oh, it's mighty tempting to do that. All right, well, don't think about this one. We'll do it. I know what I'm going to do with these. I'm going to put their firepower into here to try and force some saves from these Marines. So we'll go for snipers first of all. See if we can pick off some wounds from Captain Parmenion. 2 hits, reroll, hit roll now. And then we'll try and wound him. Or 5s. Okay. We'll try and roll a wound now. Right. So these come in at strength 4. So 1 wound comes through. It's not devastating wounds. And it's AP -1. Blocked. Well done. We'll then go for regular shooting. This is with the firepower coming from the scatter lasers. 5 to wound. So we'll force the Marines to make 3 saves of 3+. Nothing too scary. Okay, 2 wounds come through. Okay, Shining Spears. Everything they have is going to go into those bikes. Going to try and soften them up as much as we can. So we'll go for a Star Lance. Misses or reroll. Hits. Try and wound. That's a wound. AP -3. 6 up save. Alright, 2 damage. We'll then try and wound or hit here with the other laser lances. Wound comes through. -2 on this one. That has been blocked. Rerolling a wound roll. Failed. If you're... No, I'm strength 6. 1 comes through. -2. Blocked on a 6. Well done, Mike. Okay. Then the firepower from the twin shuriken catapults. Okay. 10 shots. It's not bad. We're now looking for 5s. It's terrible. Twin linked. Better. 5 saves -1. 5 saves of 4+ here. Mike can just roll the lot together, doesn't it? It's just going to roll on to Marines here. Ooh, 4 go through. Damage 1. So it's going to chip away. I think they're 4 wound models.
3.
3 wound models.
I know 4. Yep.
Yeah.
So
1 slain, 2 wounds onto the other.
Yeah.
All right, chipping away, not too bad, and close combat we should do okay. Not sure if we're guaranteed to destroy those bikes here. We'll see what happens. All right, we'll go for the Falcon. It's going to offload everything it has into the bikers. I'm going to go after them to try and strike those. We'll do Shuriken Cannon first. All hit. 3s to wound. And I'll leave that. So 2 come through. -1. 2 4-ups. 2 damage. It's going to slay that biker. The chaplain's going to take some wounds. Okay, we're going to try and clear a unit out of the way if we can, to then try and maybe charge something else. We'll then go for Pulse Laser. We'll reroll the hit roll now. Should have gone Bright Lance first, but anyway, those have all hit. We'll try and wound. I'll use it now. Ah! Ooh, boy. It's save of 4+ on the chaplain. No, it's span on different results, but it's ended up on a 2. It's nothing you can do.
I have to see people. I'm not going to leave it.
Chaplain's going to go. I think it's 3 damage. Chaplain for Lotus gone. Okay, Falcon turns its firepower and anger against him. All right. All right, next is the Wind Riders. Their firepower could come in just at the right time here. They're going to offload all their shots into the units on the objective. There's some things in our favour here. Lots of shots. Mike's on an objective, so we're rerolling our hit rolls. 6s are sustained and they're damage 2. So it's AP -1. Mike's going to get cover wherever he wants to go for. No, there's no point of going for armor contempt because it wouldn't tip you over into a 2+. Okay, so we're looking at 3s. I'll be glad of the reroll. Okay. Like so. 5 extra for sustained. 3s to wound. I'll reroll a single wound roll. There's lots of saves here, and there is trouble. 13 saves of 3+. Okay. Eldar just concentrating all they have over in that sector.
3 pluses, yeah?
Yeah. It feels like turn 3 or 4 here. So much is going on.
What's the damage?
Damage 2 each time. It's not so bad. Mike's rolled okay.
5.
5. Yeah, 5 casualties. Half the squad will remain. And Lieutenant's still alive. Now, there's casualties already. The squad look bigger. There's 2 left, plus the Lieutenant. So, a fair bit of damage coming through. There is a trick shot that we could do with Bright Star and his Dragon Fusion Gun. Fate's Messenger, very interesting. Once per turn, just after making a hit roll, a wound roll, or a saving throw for a model in the bearer's unit, you can treat the result as an unmodified 6 instead. That could really help me out with the wound roll if I don't get it. So I'm going to fire into the back of that Dreadnought here, Bright Star. He does fire in anger, I have to say, because of the... Okay, that's a hit. We're now going to try and wound with Fate's Messenger on standby. He gets the wound anyway. It's found a weak spot here. Right. So this is AP -4. So it's a 6 up to stop this.
Where is he?
You can't... He's here. He's here, Mike. He's hidden. He's behind the boxes. No, he's just... Oh, come on. No, it would have been melt of 3. Oh, 9 damage. I'll hit my dice. I deserves that. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Rolled a 6. Of all the times to roll a 6, he does it then. Ah, oh, the glory snatched from us, and we weep again. I shall call this the Valley of Tears. This battlefield, I'm not going to... Building up for a grudge, Mike, I have to say, between these two factions. Dear, oh dear, right. Okay, this is only turn 2. Ah, snatched from us, such glory. What a story it would have been. Okay, but it's failed. We must move on. Any other firepower left? I think that's it. Oh, no, we're going to throw a spear. No, wrong edition. Change the rolls. In which case, we'll fire a pistol. Oh, please. Hits. Doesn't wound. Reroll. Failed. All right. Firepower finished. I think, across the board. Despite all that's happened and what's been denied to us, Eldar have done well, where we've reduced the Space Marines down a fair bit. We'll go on to charges next. Right, so charges taking place for the Eldar. Avatar of Cain's gone in. Bright Star's gone in to support the attack against the Marines. Bikers have gone in. Oh dear me, it was close. It almost didn't happen. 4-inch charge, rolled a 3. Then didn't want to take a risk, so command re-rolled. Used a 3 from Strands, then I rolled a 1, so literally got the 4 that I needed. Dear, oh dear, we made it in against the Dreadnought. But the main target will be the Inceptors. Across here, this charge has gone ahead as well. So we're free to do our attacks. I think logically we must fight with Bright Star first. So we'll go with the Glaive. Is 5 attacks, needing 3s. Reroll single hit roll. He's not that great at all, dear me. We'll go for strength 6. 2 6s. And it's devastating wounds with his Mandiblasters ability. So it's 2 slain Marines. The Lieutenant will remain. It's damage 2 each time. Yeah, bit of a twist. I think what Mike's saying is correct. He's taken this model away from here, which means the avatars, I can't go after the Lieutenant. I'm in base contact with him, so there's no piling move. So I'm just going to fight against Dreadnought. So that kind of decides things for us. I'll put my attacks into the Dreadnought. Is that wise? If that thing blows up. What can you do? We'll just go for it. 6 attacks. Does Armor of Contempt kick in? That's the question. Mike's got a CP available. He could go for it. I'll turn a 6-up save into a 5-up. Maybe -4. If I fumble at this here, he could maybe survive. The odds are against this Dreadnought though, but
we're hoping for something epic.
He's going to play it. That's all right. If the Dreadnought survives, it will be able to strike back. So we'll look at 2s for hits on 6 dice. We've dropped 2. We'll reroll hit roll though. Just about 5 come through. 3s to wound. Dear me. And then we'll reroll wound roll. God, this is a desperate situation. We'll go once per phase. We'll use a 4. Just automatically turn that in to a success, which means the 3 have made it through. 3 saves of 5+.
And what's the damage?
It's D6 plus 2,
Oh.
but it's not guaranteed. A couple of 5s here, Mike, and you could stop this. Another huge roll. Oh, he's got a 5, but not a second one.
D6 plus
It's going to be 2d6 plus 2, basically.
minus 1. Yeah.
No, I'm factoring that in.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, it's d6 plus 2 standard, so it's going to be 2d6 plus 2 in total.
Yeah. So roll low. We're good. Nope.
That'll do. That's 10 in total. So target destroyed. Almost detonates. That would have caused havoc. Because I think your deadly demise is D6.
D3.
D3, alright. Dreadnought brought down.
Yeah, that's my goal. Fire.
Michael Fryer. Valiant stand from it. Dreadnought's been very, very useful in this game. Eldar mostly clearing out here. It means we can direct all of our attacks with the bikers into the Inceptors. Okay, Shining Spears. The Exarch. Not so good. No, he hits on 2s. Star Lance. Nice. Reroll this one. Yeah, so they all hit. Strength 4. 5 swing becomes 4s with Lance. I'll reroll a wound roll now. Helps. 3 saves at -3. This is quite a good hit.
+1.
+1. That's enough to bring an Inceptor down. If not, 1 down and 2 wounds on another, actually, because there's a wound from an explosion, I think, on those previously. 3s. 4s. Yeah, we're not guaranteed to destroy these. They're quite low impact Shining Spears for their points cost. So 4 dice, then 5s. Okay. I think that's enough for the wipe out on there. Yeah, just enough to get the wipe out on those. Could make a consolidation move to gain a few inches as well. So Lieutenant's still alive. Eldar have cleared the rest. That is significant. The central objective is virtually in Eldar hands now. Now our attacks across here. I don't think I'll be able to get through to the captain, but we'll start chopping nonetheless. 3 attacks each on these. +1 to hit rolls and strands. Starting on 4s yet. It's 2 lethals. We'll try and wound on 3s. Reroll. Okay, so total of 5 at -2. So 5 saves of 5+. Block 2. Be enough to slay 2, I think, because he's on 2 wounds. So 2 with melter rifles will go. That's going to be some Autarchs as well. Casper Kempf and Ben Harris drops 2 bodyguard models removed before they get a chance to strike back. We'll fight with our Witch Staff. 2 attacks is 2 hits with the Spirits here. Strength 3, but it's anti-infantry 2+. 2 so they go through. AP 0 is 2 saves of 3+. Damage D3. But Mike blocks both. Alright, so Mike can now strike back. Mike will now strike back with the Lieutenant against Bright Star. This could be more tears here for the Eldar. He's got 4 attacks. 6 is a lethal. Oh please, they've all hit. And a lethal, right? Oh no, whilst he's leaning unit, I don't know if he gets it.
It's not on the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Strength 8.
2s. 3. -2.
-2 damage.
4 ups. It's once per turn. I think I used my special ability. Yeah, we died. Once per turn. It's once per turn you can use your Fate's Messenger ability. I'm a 4 wound model. Mike's just caused 4 damage. And there's nothing I can do. Bright Star's gone. That was the one that was hunting for assassination, but the lieutenant's wrought a bloody revenge. Well done to him. Good fighting, Lieutenant Cletus. Next, Captain Parmenion fighting. He has the potential to bring some of these Wraith Blades down.
Daily Eradicators first.
Yeah, let's just push those in. I don't really need to move.
4, 2, 3, 4. 3s.
toughness 7, 5s to win.
1.
2 up. Passed. It's all down to the captain now. Bear in mind, this is Kingslayer here. So Captain Parmenion finds himself in a close combat. He's quite safe. He's got bodyguard alive.
So 5 attacks with Porfist.
Yep.
2s. I don't want to see that. And then strength 8.
3s to win. It's alright. 3 come through.
Minus 2 damage.
4 ups. Ah, snake eyes. It's enough to slay a model. Gone.
Is he the chainsaw yet?
Chainsaw jet. I think it's 3 attacks.
3, yeah.
Can you bring down another? For 2s.
Yep. And then 5s.
5s to end. Big enough roll. 2 do make it through. -1.
-1.
3 ups. Blocked that. I think we start on a 2+. Just going to double check. We do. Right, and it holds just there. That was the hope that we'd be able to go in and tie them up in close combat. So that has occurred. Eldar bounce back's been pretty good here, spearheaded by the Avatar of Cain, seeking his revenge after all 3 Wraith Lords are brought down. End of turn here for the Eldar, but they've done well enough on damage. But this game is not about wiping out other armies, it's about points. And Imperial Fists, I think, is still ahead. Alright, so end of turn. Eldar picked up some points. 5 points for assassination because we killed the chaplain across the other side. So 5 points picked up for that. We've dumped behind enemy lines. So we'll draw fresh cards next turn. 19 points to 8. The Eldar are behind, but this game is still in its early stages. We'll cross over into turn 3 at this point with all 3 objectives in no man's land still available. But we're heading over to the halfway stage here, but this feels like turn 4 really, after all this damage and destruction that's taken place. But we've only ourselves to blame. Both armies have collided very early on. The damage has been heavy on both sides. Imperial Fists, they have a force left across here. There's not much left on the table, not much left on the table for the Eldar. We've gone to turn 3 for the Imperial Fists next. So turn 3 for the Space Marines. Deploy, teleport Homer, and secure no man's land as the 2 cards in play. Pulling out a close combat, shifting around onto this objective. I think Mike's going to go for the camping out on this objective across here because it's worth so much on turn 5. I think these next few turns we're going to be powering through them quite quick because much of this battle has taken place already. So over moment onto the bikers. Lieutenant's sat where he is. Servo turrets where it is. Bunkers always where it is. So these have positioned themselves
Pull back, yep.
across here, pull back, and then going to lay down some fibre in this direction. That's it. This is what's left here for the Space Marines. We're going to their shooting phase next. All right, so shooting phase has been resolved. It's been fantastic here for the Imperial Fists. Firepower directed across in this direction, not from these, but from the bunker and from the servo turret. Wiped out my Blade Guard, not Blade Guard, Wraith Blades and the Spirit Seer. So destroyed. Really good result coming through. So good supporting fire from the bunker each turn. And then the servo turret finished off one of the models and a character. Across here, my Shining Spears have been destroyed. That was disciplined firepower from here. Good volley coming through. And then finished off with the cheekiest thing. Grenade stratagem being used by the lone lieutenant. He does have the grenade keyword in his profile. It's one model, but there's nothing to say that Mike can't use the stratagem. He's going to charge as well.
He's going to shoot. He has a...
All right, pistol. Yeah, all right. Then go ahead and do that. Yeah, brilliant. This game, utterly vicious, this battle.
Oh, I was hoping for a 6.
Okay,
But I need a 6 now. No.
No, okay.
Do you know what? You may as well...
The grenade stratagem, I think it doesn't say
No,
per model. It's just you get the 6 dice. It's so powerful. You can imagine with some kind of special grenade, he throws it onto the unit and so on. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Charging?
Yeah, I might as well send him out in the blaze of glory because he's going to die next turn anyway.
Spoken like a true Space Marine.
He really wants it.
Double 6 on the charge. He could do a lap around the Avatar and then back to the start again. Oh dear. In he goes. And you get to fight first.
Yeah.
Good for you.
2, 4.
4 attacks, I think. Oh dear. The end of a Space Marine Lieutenant. Glorious it shall be.
So we're hoping for all 6s to be quite nice.
If we don't kill him, it'll be utterly humiliating for us.
They've all hit.
Oh, hit, nice.
5s.
5s to win, though. 2 do make it through. Can he wound the Avatar of Cain? Not on a double 6. God, it's extreme dice. We'll strike back. Triple 1. We'll reroll one of those. 2s. Dead.
Yeah.
Damage of 21 wounds caused. So chopped into pieces, and then we'll sit where we are. All right, so end of turn. Avatar remains on the objective, but very much alone here at Eldar, continuing to take heavy casualties despite the damage we caused against the Fist. We'll give an update on the score. 10-3 comes to an end. All right, end of turn for the Space Marines. Just 2 points picked up for secure no man's land, just the one objective. Nothing for primaries. We've both been starved of primaries in this game because you can't pick up primaries for home objectives. It's all about the no man's land objectives, and because both sides have gone for them heavily, we've been denying each other each time. Eldar are about to cash in with 2 units on objectives across there. Mike's moved on to this one. This is where the game will end, on this one across here. The idea, I think, for the Eldar is to try and...
Turn 4, is it?
No, this is turn...
Starting turn 4?
No, start my
Start
turn 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Let me get my reward. I've worked hard for that across there. Eldar could try and cash in across here. These objectives will then disappear. What do? Do we stay over there? We've got to try and rally and then try and get to this to stop the Space Marines from picking up 15 points on turn 5. If they can anchor this, they've got some solid units that can do so. So this fight's not over yet. We've got a mini battle about to take place here. This is a league game. Get those points on the board. Eldar on 8. Space Marines on 21. Not many points coming through, which is not good for both of these armies. Turn 3 for the Eldar next. Right. 10 points for primaries. 5 and 5. Moved here. Overwatch. 6 shots. Mike gets here with 2 melter rifles have been destroyed. So 2 shots from each of the multi-melters. 2 melter rifle shots. 6s are great. There's none, but it's re-rollable. This is a big roll, big enough roll to stop the wretched Avatar of Cain. None. Should have been at least 2. But no, his Avatar's untouched. So move finished for the Eldar. Falcons moved across to anchor the central objective to pour down some firepower in this direction. Trying to stay away from the heavy hitting stuff by using the cover. Avatar we've seen move the bikers round across here. I'm calculating if Mike removes a couple of these through casualties, it'll still be an 8-inch charge. So if the Avatar emerges from there, and then these hold in position again to launch some firepower across in this direction. So we'll go on to shooting phase next here for the Eldar. On their turn 3. Right, firepower's almost finished. We've tried to blindside this slot and then direct our firepower across here. It seems to have worked. Firepower from these, especially the bikers, causing a lot of trouble for the Eradicators models being dropped. And they managed to finish off the other models with the sniper shots, and the scatter lasers just forcing the saves and models being dropped here. Just Parmenion left, no wounds taken. Firepower from the Falcon coming through. Pulse laser did the damage. 2 models being brought down with that weapon. Avatar of Cain, 1 shot into Captain Parmenion with a flaming sword, needing a 2. Needing a 2. Oh, that was devastating wounds. Right, down to a very important invulnerable save here because the damage is high enough. Die passes. Captain Parmenion. Look at this, though. He's in the open. We're going to charges next. Surely I must charge with the Avatar of Cain. It's an 8-inch charge. Just check this, actually. It's 8-inch charge, but on +1 anyway, so it's actually a 7. This will decide whether he emerged from here or not. And it's a 7 we've got. It's 8 inches finishes here, right? So the ghost inch is an 8-inch charge, then +1 to the charge roll. So we're in. Avatar goes in. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a twist in this game. And we'll go straight on to close combats. Mike knows that Parmenion can rise again. 2s. Rerolling. There's trouble for Parmenion here. 2s to wound. They've all wounded. What a vengeful, spiteful Avatar of Cain in this Kingslayer battle. 4+ invulnerable saves on 6 dice. Oh, boy. No, he goes through. 8 damage. It's about 20 wounds going through against Captain Parmenion, so we'll lay him down. Has Mike rolled the get up already? Oh, and he's rolled a 1. It's not an auto then, it's a 2+.
It's 2+, yeah.
Indomitable Fury. Sure.
Oh, 2+.
It's been confirmed. Captain Parmenion Falls. Kingslayer. Fantastic. Absolutely love this model. It's painted up by Siege Studios, just giving you an idea of the quality here of what they do. That's bronze level from them. Oh no, look at the label. It's Mephisto. We put him on there thinking he'd survive. Oh no, right. So
That was a battle, man.
oh man. Model removed from play. Avatar of Cain snatches the objective from the Imperial Fists. And look at him shaking his own fists back at the Space Marines. Oh dear. What a twist. One twist after another in this game. It looks like Eldar have delivered a significant blow against the Space Marines at this stage. Avatar remains alive with 12 wounds left. Okay, so points coming in. Eldar did well. Attempting target, we got it. And then secure no man's land as well as the other card, or extend battle line, sorry, that was picked up. So that with the 2 5s across here for primaries is 20 points for the Eldar. So Surge suddenly comes in for them, puts us in the lead. 28 points to 21. Still a low scoring game. But there's turns remaining here for sure. We're going to turn 4 for the Space Marines next, but it's looking like a dire situation for them at this stage. Turn 4 for the Space Marines. That objective might can disappear. It's gone.
Yeah.
That's the alpha objective, sorry, is removed from play. Disappears. Okay. Assassination. No prisoners. As secondary has been drawn for the Space Marines. Moving up here with the heavy intercessors. Firepower support to come from here. The aim is simple. Kill the Avatar. Shooting. Finished. As you can see, the Avatar remains alive. Wounds picked up in strange kind of circumstances here. 2 wounds came through from heavy bolter rounds, making it through all the Snake Eyes for saves. Reduced to damage 1, but 2 of them got through. 2 wounds from regular heavy bolt rifle shots coming through as well. There's a couple of saves failed. There was a wind that came through from the servo turret. We blocked that crucially on an invuln save passed on a 6. So Avatar remains there, but because Mike's moved up, he does control this objective. He's got enough OC control here to outmatch my 5. I think Mike's on 8, I think, with the models that are in range. He's certainly not going to charge.
No.
I'll leave it at that point. Assassination's not gone through.
And same for no prisoners, but I'm going to burn for a CP.
Yeah, Mike's going to dump 1 and keep assassination going because the obvious aim is to try and bring the Avatar down. All right, end of turn. Here we'll calculate points, move on to Eldar turn 4. Okay, so end of turn for the Space Marines. We've not picked up any points here, so still on 21. We're going to Eldar turn 4 next. Eldar turn 4. This game really could have gone either way here, but some extreme dice rolling and results here has worked out in the Eldar's favour. But I suppose it's gone both ways. Eldar have had some howlers as well, with the loss of some of their key units. 8 points picked up for the control of that objective across there. That's really helpful for the Eldar. No prisoners and secure no man's land as the 2 secondaries in play. Both of us running 3 or 4 units left on the ball. There's not much left on this table. He's alive because of subscriber suggestions tuning into our videos said don't throw the Avatar in early, hold him back for the middle stage of the game. That's what I've done. And now look what we've got. We've got an Avatar on the ball. What an asset he is coming out to play at this middle stage of the battle. Right, movement here. Not movement because of Overwatch. Bikers moved out, got themselves an angle across to here, but not where they were being shot at by the bunker. Same with the Falcon. It's tipped its nose out the edge here, so it can't be overwatched by this, but we can see the edge of the servo turret. Paid a CP to guarantee 6-inch advance with these onto this objective. Just Eldar shenanigan themselves around the board, trying to pick up the best angles that they can. That's movement done. Go on to their shooting phase next. Right, firepower. We've plenty of CP left, so we played Blade Storm on these to give an extra AP -2 on critical wounds coming through. Helped the damage 2 each time, so causing some casualties across here. Then got a 6 to hit with him. Then got an extra 3 hits. 4 wounds in total. Mike did block 1 with Armour of Contempt, which he played on these to try and protect them, but it killed 3 more. So just down to 1 model left. Should be easy pickings in close combat. And didn't shoot with these because they're advanced. Then the Falcon, 1 Bright Lance hit, wound, making it through. Command rerolled the damage after the failed save, which Mike tried to command reroll failed. We failed to kill it. Command rerolled our roll and got 4 + 2, 6 is enough to destroy that model, so that's gone. This is game over unless you think he was. I don't know. We'll leave it at this point here. Hammerfall bunkers can't move, so the Eldar have free reign on the board. Once again, bunkers taken no damage in this game and has laid down firepower from one turn to the next. End of game. What we'll do is this is league battle, so we'll project forwards for the Eldar, see what cards would have come up for them, and give you a final score. But Eldar have victory, and the Avatar of Cain has led the way. Okay, so what we've done is we've projected ahead. Our close the Avatar really for the focus here for turn 5. So points coming at turn 4 would have been 8 points for primaries, 4 points for secure no man's land, or no prisoners, sorry, and then secure no man's land as well come through for 5. And then we went on to turn 5. Mike couldn't do anything. He checked all his secondaries. Nothing can come through. He's destroyed in close combat. We went on to our turn 5. Avatar would have moved. Shot. Mike passed to save. And then charged. We resolved our close combat. A howler for hitting. Only got 2 hits come through. 2 wounds. No saves. We didn't roll high enough. Even with a command reroll to get enough damage. Bunker actually had 1 wound left. So not a total wipe out the bunker. Even at the very, very last stage of the battle, survives on the board. In which case, 15 points coming through. At the end of the game, these would have moved around and snatched this for the control of that objective. And then 8 points picked up for the last of our secondaries, which was capture enemy outposts. We would have swung the Falcon round to here and captured that. A grand total, it's a resounding victory for the Eldar, but as we've seen in this game, it could have gone either way. Imperial Fists were mightily strong against the Eldar, taking down a lot of our strong targets, but the Eldar counterpunch was just enough in the end, tipped the game in their favour, and they were able to sweep through what was left of the Space Marines, securing victory. 21 points to the Space Marines here, struggling for points. We both struggled for primaries, but Eldar were able to cash in the later stage of the game. 68 points to the Eldar, so a decent enough score, not the best by far. Our factions have done well, but it is a clear victory for them, and good news for the Eldar in the league as they seek their revenge and their pursuit of the Black Legion, who currently hold the Channel Crown. That's the battle. We'll talk about units of the game next for both sides. Out of curiosity, we tracked Overwatch as well from this thing, but wounds did come through, even with over the moment coming through, but we blocked them all. We've rolled up some saves there. So, units of the game for both sides. I'm going to give it to the Avatar of Cain. He helped the Eldar win the game, so I'm going to give it to him. And it's rarely I'm able to do that. He's usually dead because he's killed early on. It does attract a lot of attention. I suppose the Wraith Lords took his attention, what would have been directed at him, went onto the Wraith, so that's the trade-off. And then for the Space Marines,
I want to give it to the Dreadnought.
The regular Redemptor Dreadnought.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
You denied him the opportunity to kill 3
Wraith Lords. He was good. It's a solid choice for the Space Marines. Do like the Dreadnoughts in this Imperial Fist list. Big thank you to our silver level Patreons. There's Jason Martinez, Marcus Olson, Ross Caldwell, and Miniature Matt. If you want to see the next game of the Avatar, it's over on YouTube channel membership against the dreaded Black Legion, a real sort of rematch for the previous season. Grudge battle, King Slayer, chance to try and bring a band down, and of course it'll be a league game as well. You can check out the league battles on YouTube and on YouTube channel membership, link below, or you can hit the join button on the channel homepage. And then for channel giveaways, join us on SS82 Boost. The WhatsApp link invitation is in the video description below. But this particular battle, Xenos have conquered the Space Marines. Eldar have done well, launching themselves into the league and their bid for the Channel Crown. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.